just a little guy, but man, can he fight the #1 ranked flyweight contender. This division has really appealed to the fans over the last several years, and this man has made himself undeniable, gets his first title shot in the UFC tonight.
You know, John, these guys are small, but I believe that is one of the most skilled divisions in the entire UFC, and this gentleman has really separated himself from the pack. He has done everything necessary to put himself right on the verge of doing something special. He believes that he's going to get it done tonight. Every part of him believes that he's the best. Now he has to go out and show it.
No man should weigh 125 pounds. I mean, let's be honest, but that is a package of skill and will and grit that looks a whole lot like a future champion. All right, here he is, my 2023 Fighter of the Year and the undisputed UFC flyweight champion, Alexandre Pantoja. Pro debut at 17 years of age in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Finally breaks through to win the undisputed UFC title at 33 years of age. He is as watchable and as well-rounded as any fighter in the sport. And in advance of his first title defense at our fighter meeting, he said, now the focus is getting my pound-for-pound due. I know I'm the best flyweight in the world. I'm out to prove that again tonight. But I want to show the masses that I can be the pound-for-pound king, and he might just be that guy. Well, no air conditioning, no problem. We are ready to go with more live action from Giunesse Arena here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. All right, let's get to the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tagir Ulanbekov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja. Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here's the Brazilian flyweight contender, Alexandre Pantoja. Somewhat remarkable, given all that he has accomplished, that he hasn't fought for the UFC title just yet. But he believes if he can get a win and ideally a finish in what is a very challenging matchup here tonight, he will make himself undeniable as far as the UFC is concerned. First order of business, this significant challenge here tonight. Nice. Nicely done. The overhand left is true. Pantoja gets hit with a kick. Now he counters with a right hook to the head. All right, strong knee gets home right up the gut, and the wrestler didn't necessarily see that coming. Perhaps a sign of things to come in this match.
That's very lucky that he didn't get it to the face, because most times when that guy starts to throw those knees up the middle, you can almost run into that knee and it will... Oh, he's not gonna guillotine!
Ooh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got a fight on his hands now.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition. A side mount.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Might be a submission attempt here. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle because he's got his arm.
Oh, how good is his submission defense? He is out of danger again.
He recognized the danger, got himself out of it, and now he fights on.
Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention. Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
Oh, right into mount.
Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Ulanbekov's in half guard.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish the fight.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Just over 2 minutes, round one.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Getting them out here. Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. He's having his way with him here. Pantoja getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. Oh, flattened him on his back there.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out. Oh, watch the arm here. There it is. He's on the arm bar now.
All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Side control now. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Ulanbekov.
All right, senta aí. Senta, respira. Sit down, relax. Good. All right, look. I think we lost that round, okay? But it's all right. I want you to use your...
All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a very educated crowd. They appreciate high-level grappling, and they are getting that tonight in this fight. That submission was in deep, but wow, what a great job of escaping and living to fight another day.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. Well, no geese tonight, but no problem. If you like the jiu-jitsu game, this is the fight for you. We saw multiple submission attempts on both sides in that previous round.
Both guys attempted multiple submissions. No one was able to secure one. But if you love grappling, you love this fight.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Right now they separate.
Wow, actually got the takedown. In the half guard. Now he's going full mount.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. the movement off of the back. Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Ulanbekov is able to flatten him out. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here.
That was a slick transition.
All right, side control now. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
And very effective with the ground and pound. All right, inside his opponent's guard. Pantoja's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he's out. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Ulanbekov has got full mount now. Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to...
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Ulanbekov's in half guard now. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on it. He's got to be careful here.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times...
Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out! Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Oh, beautifully placed in time kick there by Pantoja. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Pantoja gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here.
Nasty body kick downstairs.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth. Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are gonna count. Ulanbekov gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Pantoja's in half guard.
And now he's in side control. Nice transition.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra, trying to set up a submission now. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Under 3 minutes to go in our third round. Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard. Open it right up. Ulanbekov's right back to the full mount here. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. The ground strikes starting to pile up.
Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Just over 2 minutes to go. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Good work from the top here by Ulanbekov. Postures up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Ulanbekov. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook.
Ulanbekov's going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it. Oh, he might have that submission locked in. Oh, he's out.
It's work. Come on, now stand up. It's work.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
10 seconds to go in the round.
Massive shots from the top.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right,
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent, but this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Huge knee lands to the clinch.
Now some separation.
Hurt him bad. He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar tie.
Oh, and there is the kick. That one checked by Ulanbekov. Straight right is there. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
Taking for a ride. Nice double leg. Nice finish.
Ulanbekov's in half guard.
Look at him. He's setting up the choke now. Look at that. He's setting it up.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guards. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys, you start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Ulanbekov's back into full guard. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Ulanbekov's torso.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
Oh, setting up another submission now. Oh, that's tight. Ooh, strong grip on the arm.
Look at him with all that pressure starting to get tight.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Wow, fantastic submission defense yet again. Pantoja gets back up here. Try to establish that jab.
Big right hook that right jab.
Takes his back now.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Ulanbekov's in half guard. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier. Great ground and pound by this man.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Pantoja's back in full guard now.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Ulanbekov.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
20 minutes down, 5 to go. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is swinging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Ulanbekov.
On the shot, there you go, single leg. Oh, now he's gonna find himself in a little more danger.
Side control. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Ulanbekov.
Beautiful reversal on the ground.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Well, as many expected, his grappling has been very strong thus far. The takedowns, the ground control, he is truly the total package.
It's one thing to take your opponent down. It's one thing to control him, as we have seen him do over the course of this fight.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Ground and pound strike there now.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, that's gotta be it.
He's bridging.
Oh, no way, he got out.
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Pantoja's trying for a submission here.
Oh, that sub is tight.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. 1 minute to go in the fight.
Let's go. Let's get out of that position. Let's go.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Ulanbekov's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Nice defense.
Stay tight. Stay tight.
Beautiful transition. Right to the knee on belly.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Well, as soon as he goes with that high guard, he pays for it to the body. You see the bruises really starting to accumulate.
In the beginning of the fight, you think, I gotta protect my head at all costs. Right now, I believe that this guy has to worry about his body. Look at how red the side of his body is. It's got to change something.
All back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. All right, so the title fight goes the distance. Two of the most exciting words in all of mixed martial arts, and new. I think we're gonna hear Bruce Buffer utter those very words tonight.
And new. And he relied on his striking in order to take the belt from the former champion. He fought beautifully tonight, and we are all proud to call him new UFC champion.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-44, and 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Tagir Ulanbekov!
All right, so how about this result tonight? This should shut up some of the flyweight naysayers, right? We got a new UFC flyweight champion, and he looked like one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world tonight.
He is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and he has the charisma to make people care about the 125-pound division. Great job by this young man.